Hello, everyone. Welcome to this session for Fuller Careers and Personal Development Center. Today we have the director of the Career Center, Maggie, and also her team, colleague Lilia, joining us and to welcome all the new students. Thank you for coming. And Maggie, please take over.
Sure. Well, welcome and good morning, everyone. I am happy to see you all. This will be a kind of informal discussion session where I want to present a little bit about our office so you know the resource that is available to you immediately, and also just to give you space to ask open questions in case there are any specific questions you're wondering about right now. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of sharing the slides and a little bit of discussing and chatting as well. So go ahead and if you haven't already done so, write the Fuller degree program that you're admitted into the chat and what you hope to do with it if you have a specific idea in mind. I would love to read those just to hear from and see what our audience is currently working towards. Well, Lilia Sakara, who's also on this call, she is our program coordinator. She'll be monitoring the chat as well. And we're just happy to be with you today. So I just wanted to share the Fuller Careers and Personal Development Office is a resource to students and alumni. So you have this resource to you. It's a free resource that you can access at any time. And it's never too early to think about career and it's never too late. We actually want you to think about your career outcomes early and often. Keep thinking about what class might I want to take to help support me towards this goal of mission work? What faculty might I want to learn from? What conversations with students or student groups might I want to engage with? All of those thoughts will help you create a more curated academic experience that helps prepare you for the potential outcome that you sense God is calling you towards. Okay. So I'm going to start sharing screen at this point. And we'll have the opportunity, like I said earlier, after I share some things, we'll pause and then I will ask if you have any questions and you'll be able to ask any open questions. Lilia, can you confirm once you see the slides?
Yep, we can see
Okay.
them.
So our quick roadmap for today, we're just going to say briefly who we are, how we serve our students, and then we'll leave space and time for an open discussion. So I already introduced ourselves. I like to share this little my vocational journey just kind of as a funny point almost, but just also so that you know and you hear my heart. I've always been someone who's pursued liberal arts degrees like communication study or theology degree. So I've always had to explain to myself and to others, what are you doing with that major, with that degree? What are you going to do for work? And so I feel like this is similar in a seminary setting. Sometimes others or we are not so clear because it's not one particular career pathway. And I think there's a lot of opportunity there for God to form us and to utilize our giftings and our experiences towards a thing that we feel that we're drawn towards, that God is calling us towards. And so it's a matter of, like I was saying earlier, kind of curating your experience with the right classes, apprenticeships, volunteer experiences, professional connections to help you move in a particular direction. I myself have worked in a variety of contexts. I've kind of always been the person who will always ask God, what am I going to do when I grow up? I think I'm always going to be someone who likes to just experience a variety of opportunities, and I just listen for opportunities as they open and close. But for me, I'm able to say when I look at my journey and my continuous journey that I'm on, no matter what context I'm in, I've always used my high administrative skills and my relational skills to help people and systems thrive. So I can say that that's my clear professional narrative kind of summarized. And I want everyone to be able to leave from Fuller with the same clarity, that you're able to say, it doesn't matter if I took off of work for several years to help with family, if I had a choppy career work history, this is what I feel I'm called to do. This is how I use my giftings for the world. And I truly desire that for all students. And so we are career educators trying to support you to do so. So I'm going to ask Lilia to launch a poll just so I get a sense for who is currently employed or not. That might help me think about what specific nuanced conversations I have here. I see those who already wrote in the chat that they are here to do work that you're already doing, but to do it better, to be more equipped. And I love that as well. So here we go. Teach, preach, do ministry, missionary work. Wonderful. Okay. So we have those who are, it's a mixed group. We have those who are employed but not seeking at this time, employed and seeking opportunities, unemployed not seeking, and unemployed seeking. So a couple of people seeking, a couple of people not seeking. That's helpful to know. So, and that actually is really reflective of our student body. So I've had one-on-one appointments with 26-year-olds and 74-year-olds because people come to Fuller at different stages of their life. Some are coming to prepare themselves for a brand new first career, and some are in the middle of a career change, and some have retired and are thinking about what's next, what's new for them. So we serve students no matter what your kind of employer status is or employment status is and wherever you're at in your career journey. We have some offerings that we categorize as one-on-one appointments, online career resource guides, events throughout the year, online and in person. And then we have some career platforms that are job boards and also a network or a platform that allows you to network with one another. And the kinds of topics that we cover in all of these offerings are listed on the right side. So we have topics from the very specific, tangible, how to write a resume, how to interview well. But then we also talk about things like spiritual practices. What does it mean when you're feeling very anxious in a liminal space and you're transitioning between careers? What holds you down? Who is your discerning community of people who help you listen to God about what might be the next thing? And that integration of spirituality and best practices in the field of career services is what our office is all about. We try to give you this holistic approach to your career development. So it's very much integrated into the person you are, the person God calls you to be, and the real life practices and disciplines that you need to have, or the competencies that you need to have to thrive. So I'm going to just share a couple visuals here of the kinds of things that we offer. This is an image of our resource page, or one of our career resource pages, which is showing you some tiles of online resource guides. If we have time at the end, maybe I'll do a little demo with you. This content and all of our office content, all of our resources, and all of the way that you connect with us via appointments lives on the Quad. If you don't already know, the Quad is a space for students to engage, find out information, to learn about resources. So all of the FCPD, Fuller Careers and Personal Development office content lives on the Quad. So it's your one-stop shop for our content. This QR code, if you pull your phone up to it, it'll draw you right to our resource page if you were interested. And you'll find that we just cover a variety of topics in each of these kinds of online resource guides. We also offer things like models, educational models by which we recommend individuals think about their career journeys. This is our most recent model. This is a career resilience model. I'm not going to go into depth today, but I think it's helpful for us to be able to self-identify, where am I at in my career journey? Am I clear about who I am? Am I able to think about a variety of opportunities that I can pursue as career, as calling? Do I have the actual career readiness skills to go out and pursue that opportunity and to interview well? So this is just one example of a model. Sometimes I embed it in the conversations in the one-on-one appointments. We develop online resources and events related to topics from this model. And so this model is kind of embedded behind the scenes in a lot of what we're doing. I'm going to pause because I've said so much. I'm going to see if we have any questions at this time.
Sorry, I'm not sure what is the office actually do because you
That's
said
great.
many informations, so we got like confusing. What do you do exactly? Thank you.
Yes, of course. So our office, you can think of us as career educators. We're going to help provide resources to you, help support you to be equipped and to learn how to be resilient in your career, to be able to discern your career options, to be able to explore opportunities. So everything related to career and your professional formation, our office is responsible for. So for some students, that means I don't know what I want to do with my degree. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And we have conversations in one-on-one appointments. Sometimes for some people, they know what they want to do, but they don't know how to find it. So we have events to show you how to job search, for example. So it's hard to say one thing, one specific thing that we do, but anything related, all you need to know, if you walk away with one sentence, we're here to support you in any stage of your career and professional development.
Usually in colleges, there is counselor office. You can consider yourself or your office as a counselor office?
In some ways, so in our one-on-one appointments, I'm like a career advisor. I hold space with people, listening with them to what God might be saying. I ask specific questions. I give specific resources for the individual. But besides the one-on-one appointments, we just offer content about all sorts of subjects related to the career journey. So you should be able to self-identify, what do I need? And then go to the resource that you need or attend the event that's helpful for where you're at. Does that make sense?
Yeah, very clear now. Thank you.
I like that question. It's a good one. I need to be able to always be ready to answer that question.
Because usually when any office introduce their service, of course, they have the all knowledge. So they say,
Sure.
and you try to catch something. Thank you.
No problem. Okay. I am a person, I did show you I'm a communications major. So I do communicate a lot. I talk a lot. But hopefully it's clear.
That's great.
Any other questions? Christy, are you leaning into unmute or? I couldn't
How
help.
did you know? I was kind of thinking about it. I think a lot of my challenge over the years has been, well, I haven't known exactly which direction I'm going. And now is that's kind of been honed down just recently. Would you have conversations with people about like what jobs are out there and what like what organizations are working in our particular field of interest, or like what with a particular skill set and a particular interest or passion, where you could help us see where we fit into the greater Pasadena or wherever we're at area?
Yeah, so yes and no. In a lot of ways, we're more generalists. We're going to teach you the general practices, the tools that you can go to, the websites that already exist to help with matching like that, the assessments that you can take that will give you reports to say, based on these skills, here's what we recommend. I'm not always a specialist in every specific industry, nor would I ever pretend to be for individuals. I'm more someone who's going to be educating you and resourcing you for the path that you're pursuing. And then if there are things I'm aware of, things I know of, programs, classes, job boards related to the specific thing that an individual is asking me about, of course, I'll share that. Is that helpful?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions? Okay.
Also, during the education process, do you support the students by any way or another, not the career after they finish?
Are you asking, do we support students after they graduate with their career?
No, before.
Yes. Is there a specific kind of support that you're wondering about?
No, I just have general idea, but I don't know a specific thing.
Yes. Anything related to your career and professional development, our office can support you in. If we don't have the resource, we would point you in a specific direction.
So you serve students in person or online only?
Both. We
Both.
offer both, primarily online, but we serve all of our students on campus in Pasadena, Phoenix, Houston, and our global campus, which is anyone online as well. So those around the world and locally. I am geophysically closest to the Pasadena campus, but I have most of my student appointments and most of our events are online.
Okay.
So everything can be accessed by every student.
Okay.
Maybe just the time zone is different for some people, if it's a live event, but we'll always provide the recordings for those as well.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I'm going to share a couple last slides, and then I'll open it up again for questions. And Lilia, if you can confirm again that we're seeing my screen. Thank you. Okay, so two things I want to show you for those who are job seeking. There are many ways to approach job seeking. Job boards are not the only or most effective way, but they are a really helpful tool. And we want you to know that Fuller has two job board types or job platforms that you should be aware of. One is our Fuller Job Board, which is a public-facing job board, which posts jobs from employers seeking Fuller candidates. So this is already curated for a Fuller audience. So that gives you an edge above like going on LinkedIn or going on Indeed. Okay, so there are different industries that are listed here on the job board. You'll see that. Lilia, do you mind dropping the link into the job board? So we'll put that into the chat in case you really want to explore as I'm talking. But you can look up different keywords of skills or job titles. You can look into different locations and see what jobs are there. Those are updated constantly. And also, we run a weekly job alert in the student service email that you will receive every week. So we also, of all the, Lilia, do you know the count right now? I know it's like 500 or something active jobs on the job board. Do you know what the number is off the top of your head?
Sure, one moment. I can actually see.
Sure. Just know that there's many, many in the hundreds and even thousands of approved
Currently
jobs.
600 on the job. 600
Oh,
on
600
the job board.
Thank you. And then just get that number ready for Handshake, which I'll talk about in a second. But these are updated regularly. They're usually active within the last 3 months or 60 days in some cases. And so these are current job opportunities. So you can pay attention to that. The other thing that you should pay attention to, which is also a job board type. Oh, sorry, 1 second. Okay, which is Handshake. Handshake is a career management system. It's kind of like a job board plus LinkedIn for Fuller students. It's a place where you can find job opportunities. You could learn from other people's experiences. You can connect with our office through Handshake. So it's a system that helps you connect to our office, other employers, and other students and alumni at Fuller. So it's a whole system just for you. You will be receiving a invitation to join that particular platform. So look out for that. It'll come from the Handshake system. So it's not spam. It's something we want you to pay attention to. We want you to set up an account and a profile so that you can be found by employers coming and posting in Handshake. And those employers can actually do targeted recruitment based on keywords from user profiles. So if you set up your profile and it's something specific like Uganda, you know, like let's say you served in Uganda and someone's looking for a very specific kind of opportunity. If they type that in and your profile comes up, they can direct message you. So it's going to connect you directly to employers, which is really, really valuable. Again, another way to filter down the search and be found more easily. Okay, so Handshake, super helpful. We have a lot of tools and demo videos and tutorials on how to use the system. So don't get overwhelmed, but at the very least, activate your account in the first quarter. Any questions? Okay.
Sorry, what is the difference between the last one and the one previous?
So very great question. So we show people both because we want you to know where you can find jobs. But the Fuller Job Board is just a standard online job board where all you can do is look at opportunities and click to apply on some of them or on them. For Handshake, it's a whole internal platform where you can not just look at jobs, but you can connect to each other and connect to employers. So from the job board, the Fuller Job Board versus Handshake, an employer can only post a job. In Handshake, an employer can post a job and then search through student and alumni profiles, and then direct message an individual and say, I think you might be good for our position. Why don't you apply? So it works. It has more layers, more offerings inside the Handshake system.
Wow, wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions? I will conclude the presentation there. I think I've said way too much to say anymore, but those are really the highlights. For those who want to connect with us, I will have Lilia add our email address and our quad page. Well, she already just sent the quad page. Thank you, Lilia. But if there's any other specific questions, please feel free to ask. I'll be here until 10:30, so you can ask a question that you think might be helpful for the group or a unique question, and I'll just facilitate that. Also, if you would like to leave, feel free to do so. What I'll just say to conclude, in case anyone wants to leave early, is Fuller Careers and Personal Development, which we abbreviate to FCPD. We're here for you throughout your whole student experience and when you graduate for any part of your career journey. If you don't even know where to go, but you have a career-related question, a paid job question, just come to us and we will guide you. We'll support you however we can. Okay. With that, I'll say bye to those who might want to leave so they feel the permission to leave. There's no negative if you want to leave early. And I'll also stick around for those who want to stay and ask questions. You're welcome, Shelley. Welcome to Fuller.
Hey, Maggie, I think I might miss this part. Do you have any upcoming events?
Oh, yes. Thank you, Ken. We do have a new series that we're calling Career Insights. It's a career exploration series. So for those who are not sure what they might want to do, our office is going to start to conduct interviews with Fuller alumni who are in certain career outcomes that are most relevant to our students. And we're starting in April with 2 upcoming events. You don't have to memorize all this now, just look out for the information starting next week. But the 2 first events is going to be an interview with a whole panel of chaplains in different chaplaincy contexts. And the second one is going to be an interview with a senior pastor. What will come after that is not confirmed yet, but the titles that I want to start interviewing is something related to mission. And I saw some people attending here in the mission field or thinking about mission field. Mission, as well as nonprofit administration and clinical context as well, for those who are in the School of Psychology or Marriage and Family Therapy. So that's kind of like the big categories of job titles I'm wanting to interview first.
How often are those events going to be happening?
Good question. So it's our little baby. We're just starting it now in spring. That whole series on career insights and learning from alumni will have 2 different kinds of outputs. One are live events, which are like the ones I'm talking about. The others, we're going to start collecting data from alumni through like Google Forms, and we'll just start publishing that information in a pretty way that someone can just scroll through and like browse through a person's interview that's kind of in an online text way.
Okay. That's great. That sounds exciting.
Yeah, I know. We're really excited about it. But we have 20,000 degreed alumni. So, I mean, finding content, don't think will be hard. It'll be a matter of us curating and organizing it. And Lily and I love aesthetically pleasing, beautiful things. So we'll want to like package it and share it nicely too. So we'll roll that out. I hope it gets to a place where we can roll out content at least quarterly, if not every couple months.
Just a quick reminder, in 90 minutes, we're gonna have the newly admitted student reception with Welcome Center. Everyone's welcome to come, and make sure to bring your favorite mug and or story that is for icebreaker. So,
You said you mean 12 o'clock?
yes.
Yeah, thank you.
And then this afternoon will be a campus tour, and you can park at school psychology parking lot as well.
I have another closing remark. I said I didn't, but I do. I want to say that throughout the process, sometimes the question of career gets fuzzy again for us, even when we thought we had an idea. I just want to say, trust the process, that God didn't bring you to this point, that you didn't go through the application or discern to come to Fuller haphazardly. I really trust that about our students who are coming in. And just stay connected and reach out whenever you're wondering, because being part of a Fuller community has been my journey. I've been here for 7 years as a staff, but also I completed my master's here. And just being part of this community of people from a diverse theological and ethnic background has been so much part of my formation, personally and professionally. So just be open to the ways that Fuller can be part of your own formation, both professionally and in other ways as well.
Hi, I have a question. I just wanted to know, is this talk going to be archived again? Because I'm coming late, so I missed the first half of everything you said.
Yeah, no worries. Ken, these will be recorded, correct?
Exactly. Yeah, this is being recorded right now. As soon as it's uploaded to the cloud, and I'll upload to YouTube, and I'll be posting on the quad as well.
Okay.
So
Okay.
in fact, if you go on the quad and look for Welcome Week recordings, all the recordings so far has already been posted.
Okay. I haven't done that. I thought you were gonna send a personal email like you did for the invitation, but I can go on the quad and look.
Yeah, I plan to send out a personal email probably by the end of this week, because I don't want to
Oh, okay.
overflood everyone's inbox. I have already invited, it's a lot of invites so
Oh,
far. I'm gonna post the quad post right here so that so you all can have it.
And Jamal, if there's anything in the recording that doesn't address a question that you had, a unique question, feel free to email us at careers@fuller.edu. It's in the chat and I'll put it in again.
Okay.
And then we can help direct you from there.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Welcome to Fuller.
Thank you.
Welcome everyone to Fuller. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. And yeah, just reach out if you have any questions or you just don't know where to start.
Yeah. I love collaborating with Career Services. It's a great office, great people to work with.
Thank
I
you.
hope you will enjoy that too, everyone.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you, Maggie, and thank you, Lilia. Thank you, everyone, for coming to our session. Our welcome week is almost over, but your Fuller career just started. So welcome to Fuller. And make sure to come to our welcome lunch on Wednesday and also on Friday as well. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. See you at the new student reception, okay? At noon. Bye.